What's up, everybody? How you doing? And welcome. This is Lord PeteyTV here to give you a little more information about this new game that I ended up just playing. The game I ended up playing was Enshrouded. Now, a lot of people are probably looking at this survival game and asking themselves, what is it about? What's going on? How am I supposed to operate in this game? The regular questions you're going to ask yourself about a survival game. So, the one thing I'm going to end up telling you is that Enshrouded, first of all, I ended up getting this copy from Keymailer and from the company. I ended up checking those guys out regularly. And the thing about this code that we got is that it felt very standard for a survival game. I felt like it was a cross between a magical version of Valheim, without that, Viking-esque thought process. The crafting to me was a little more complicated. Once I kind of understood how it operated, and then I started getting an understanding how it should work. There was the graphically on it. It wasn't too bad. I felt like the game has got a lot of promise in it. And the thing that I do like about this type of a survival game, in comparison to most others, is that you have a start, a finish, and an end. So with most survival games, you kind of think to yourself, "Oh, this is never going to end. What are we going to do here?" You're going to with Enshrouded. You start as the person that is brought to life. You end up having to fight all these specific demons. You end up getting specific things happening, and then you end up going through. And then you end up defeating the big bad and calling it a day. So the thing that I tried to do the most, and I wanted to kind of see how it ended up feeling, was I kind of just wanted to play a little bit of it and get the feel of it. Now, I do like the combat system. The fighting with the combat really did work well. Right click was block, left click was slash, or to shoot a weapon, or so on and so forth. And you got wands, you got staffs, you have different types of weaponry you can end up using during your combat, which I thought was really cool. I think that was a really cool aspect of it. I think the other really cool part about it was that once you started crafting items, you ended up learning new additional ways to craft on top of that. So, you end up crafting, let's say you end up crafting your bow, and then you end up learning how to craft your arrows. Or, you end up learning how to you craft your club, then you learn how to craft a shield. Things like that, which kind of gave it a real different thought process in my book. And I really did like it. Now, I thought that the enshrouded portions of the world, you only had 5 minutes in there. I assume you're going to have longer than that later on when you get new types of weapons. I think that was really cool. It kind of really gave you this feeling of danger being in those zones. And when I ended up doing that, I did feel that, that problem and the danger. And I was like, all right, well, what are we going to do here? How are we going to play this? What am I going to have to watch out for? In the beginning of the game, you're just starting out with hitting up some regular skeleton guys. Then you get ghouls and so on and so forth. And I think that's really cool. The first mission, you're kind of sent out on. You're sent out to find this specific person. So you go into this area and you end up, essentially not really finding the person, but you find his essence, and you can end up summoning him. And you end up learning how to summon him, and you take him and you place him in your base camp. And then this is your blacksmith, and you end up talking to him, and he ends up allowing you to be able to craft more advanced weaponry than just like a wooden stick and club. So, I thought that was really a cool in-depth way of doing it, which allows you to essentially get stronger in that way, because you can end up getting, better gear crafted from that individual. I thought it was cool. Is it a game that I would pick up? I don't know. I don't know if I would pick it up on a regular basis, because survival games is kind of not my exact thing. But I will say that the game does feel really well and really does feel fleshed out. And I'm hoping that they really do enjoy, what they're going through and how everything's going. I think that the game, it really has a lot of potential that I can end up working with and can kind of go forward. And hopefully they end up doing some great things with it. And we'll see in the future, that they can add some expansion packs on it, some new demons coming, blah, blah, blah. And you're going to end up putting that on there. So I'm kind of intrigued to follow and see what they're going to end up doing. I'm probably going to continue to play this in my off time just so I can see what happens later on to see what type of weapons you can get, because that's what that's the thing I grind for in those things. It's always, what cool weapons am I going to get? What cool gear am I going to get? Who am I going to be killing? That's pretty much it. I just picked up a two-handed axe. Can't wait to go and use that and bludgeon some animals with it, and some creatures or some zombies or who knows what. So we'll see. And I think that, I don't know if I really don't know if I said it, but just a little side note, the monster combat is really, really interesting because I really think it's cool. And I really like how it works. So we'll see. So thanks again, everybody. Take a look and continue to watch the video here. My name is Lord PeteyTV. I'm on Twitch every single Monday through Friday. And make sure you check out lordsgaming.net. They are going to have, this article up, kind of just to show everyone what's going on. So thanks again, everyone. Have a good one. Bye, everybody. What the fuck is that?